welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Brandy. Guys, who loves PF Chang's or Pei Wei's Asian chicken lettuce wraps? Today, I'm gonna teach you how to make these irresistible Asian tacos. Let's go! These lettuce wraps are an adaptation of a great Skinnytaste recipe. And I know for those of you who've been here for a little while, you're probably thinking she does a lot of Skinnytaste recipes, but if I'm looking for a recipe I can't find or I need inspiration, that happens to be a lot of times where I end up. But Skinnytaste has great recipes. Again, I've got that link down below. So this is a really nice, fast recipe, great for after work to eat on a weekday, or guys, if you're meal prepping with me, this is a really good one to do on like a Saturday or a Sunday when you know you're not going to have time during the week. This is a recipe like chili. It always tastes better on the second day. So the first two steps, and three really if you want to count it, one is to have ground chicken. If you cannot find ground chicken, if you can grind it yourself, go ahead and do that, or just cut it very, very fine and thin. If you need to know how to use a meat grinder or how to use your KitchenAid grinder attachment, click this link right here. I've got you taken care of. So our first two steps after that are going to be to de-stem and finally dice our mushroom and to finally dice our water chestnuts. Now I don't do them super fine because I like the crunch quite a bit. I just really like that texture thrown in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and get those out of the way and I'll be right back. We've got our water chestnuts and our mushrooms both chopped, diced down, and we've got our ground chicken here. What we're going to do is put together the rest of our ingredients in this bowl here, and then we are going to mix them together. So I've got a tablespoon of soy sauce, our half a teaspoon of oyster sauce. We've got 1.5 teaspoons of rice vinegar, and a pinch of white pepper. Let's do half a teaspoon of the sesame oil. There we go. And now we're going to combine the ground chicken, the mushroom, and the water chestnuts. Go ahead and add the sauce that we just mixed together. We're gonna stir that up. You're going to let it marinate for 15 minutes before we throw it in a pan, okay? While we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and make up our dipping sauce for whenever dinner's ready. For the dipping sauce, we're gonna do 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. About 1/2 teaspoon of sriracha or any other chili sauce that you'd like. And that might be closer to a teaspoon. And then I like to just do a splash of soy as well. And then if it is too thick for you, you can always water that down. We're just gonna put this off to the side. Okay, our chicken mixture's been marinating in the sauce that we made for about 15 minutes now. I am working on getting the pan hot. Now you are gonna turn it up onto high. Mine is warming up as we speak. If you've got a wok, feel free to use it. I do not. So I'm just using my porcelain cast. It heats up really fast and it stays very hot and even heating. And so that's why I'm using it. Use what you have. There are a couple things we want to do when we're doing this. And this is going to make the difference between a really nice, tasty meal or one that's tasty, but maybe a little bit soggier than we want it to be. So the first is to let our pan get really nice and hot before we add the oil. And the next thing is to let the oil get really hot before we add our garlic and then our meat. So if you don't do those things, your meat will steam in liquid instead of cook and get, you know, a little bit of a crisp to it or just not be kind of that soggy mess. So let it get really hot. If you need to flick some water in there and listen for a sizzle, do that. Okay, and my pan is pretty hot. So just put your drizzle in, probably about a teaspoon or so. Okay, and we're gonna put 2 cloves of garlic or 2 teaspoons of minced garlic into the pan. At this time, do not leave. Don't walk away. Don't leave your pan at all. And you'll see that mine is getting dark already. That is as dark as you want that, guys. Not more than 10 seconds. And get your chicken down in. And this doesn't take more than 5 to 7 minutes to finish cooking. So this is the reason I said it's so great for like a weeknight meal. It's just so fast. All right, and that's it. We're done. Just like that. Cook 5 to 7 minutes until your chicken is done all the way through. You're gonna plate it up and serve it family style. All right, while I'm working on getting this plated, this is actually one of our go-to meals. This is a house favorite, and when they smell this, anyone in the house, they always come running to the kitchen. While I'm finishing plating dinner tonight, I have a question for you. What is a restaurant favorite that you wish you could make in your own home? Let me know down in the comments, and who knows, maybe I can make it happen. Okay, so your lettuce, you can use iceberg or romaine, it doesn't matter, or something else if that's what you've got. I usually keep romaine in the house, but I did finish the rest of it on a salad last night. So I was very happy I had the head of iceberg here. But you're just gonna do it the same way you do it in a restaurant. You're just gonna take your lettuce leaf, load it up with your sizzling, savory goodness, top it off with a little bit of your spicy hoisin or whatever else you've got of choice. And guys, that is hot. I can feel it in my hand right now. Oh, and then you're just going to load up, you guys. And the hoisin really makes it. Just where everything's so savory and crunchy and soft, and then you throw that sweet and a little bit of spicy in there. It is just perfect, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I gave you the confidence to try this easy copycat recipe in your own home. If you enjoyed this video and it did help you, please give me a thumbs up down below. I'd really appreciate it. And guys, for more copycat recipes, meal prepping, and money savings, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single video. We'll see you next time. P.F. Chang's actually created Pei Wei in 2000. And Pei Wei is now a standalone company after being acquired in, I believe, 2012. At the end of the day, I don't care where the lettuce wraps come from as long as eventually they end up right here.